Hi everyone, we're going to be looking at converting mixed number fractions into improper fractions. On the board there I've got mixed fractions, but you can also call it mixed number fractions, they're the same thing. Now a mixed number fraction or mixed fraction can look something like this. Okay, we would read that as 4 1/10. So we've got 4 wholes or 4 ones, and then we've got 1/10. This is what we would call a mixed number fraction. And it's very different to a proper fraction or a normal fraction, because a normal fraction might read something as 1/9. You can see that there's a big difference. In this one, there's no wholes. This one, there is wholes. We've got 4 wholes, but there's no wholes there. So this is what we would call a proper fraction or a fraction, and this is what we would call a mixed number fraction. Now, what we're actually looking at is converting mixed number fractions into improper fractions. Now, improper fractions are whereby the numerator or the top number in the fraction is heavier or more than the denominator in the fraction. So I'll show you an example on the board. It could be 20/9. Okay, so we can see that the numerator is much heavier or more than the denominator, which is 9. So let's now look at converting 4 1/10 into an improper fraction. Now there's a very simple way, and what you have to do here is multiply the whole by the denominator and then add the numerator, and then you put that all over the denominator. But I'll show you in a simple step. So we've got to multiply 4 wholes. Okay, I usually write this in a little big mess format within the brackets. So 4 wholes, we have to multiply it by the denominator. Okay, we have to close off that sum, and then we have to then add the numerator. Okay, now let's just work that out together. So 4 times 10 comes to 40. We've got to add 1 more, we get to 41. But my answer is not just 41. I've got to put it all over the same bottom number or denominator. My denominator here is 10, so I have to put this all over 10. Okay, we'll just try with another one, just for practice. So if I put 3 and 4/5, so 3 wholes and 4/5. Again, all we're doing here is multiplying the whole or the 1. So that's 3 in this case. We are multiplying that by the denominator or the bottom number, which is 5. We're going to close off our brackets, and then we're going to add the numerator or the top number in the fraction, which is the number 4. So we add 4 to that. Now let's see what that comes to. So 3 times 5 comes to 15, and then we have to then add 4, and then we get to 19. Now our answer is not 19, okay? Our answer would be 19 all over the same denominator that we started with in the beginning. So it's really 19/5. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put one on the board, and I'd like you to stop your the video and for you to give it a try, see if you get the right answer and see how you go. So I'll rub this off and I will put one on the board now. So if I put something like 2 wholes or 2 ones, and I put 3/4. So I'd just like you to give that a go. Well done for giving it a go, that's really good. Let's see if you got the right answer. So again, you're multiplying your whole by the denominator. So you're doing 2 times 4, and then you're going to add on your numerator, or your top number in the fraction. That is 3. Now let's calculate that. So 2 times 4 is equal to 8. You add on 3 and you get to 11. Remember that our answer is not just 11. We have got to put it all over the denominator, or the bottom number that we started off with, which was the number 4. So I hope you got 11 over 4. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that this has made it more simpler for you to understand.